guys, how you doing? Coming at you from the garage. That's right. Today, what I'm going to do is unbox some parts that I got for the white car. Now, for those of you that have followed the channel, I recently installed a bunch of parts on the GT500 exhaust, a sprag on the converter. I did a bunch of work on the ground, and it's, you know, kind of giving me some motivation to keep chugging along. So I have the white car, the white 19 GT that needs some work, and I have the Fairmont. After looking for some parts for the Fairmont, because the Fairmont was supposed to be next on the list, I decided I'm going to move over to the white car. The white car is going to be the next one that I'm going to work on. So what am I going to put in the white car? Well, I'm going to install a turbo kit in it. And it arrived, and this video is an unboxing video of the turbo kit. So let's take a look at what the turbo kit looks like, what I'm installing, and give you kind of like a rundown and a timeline as to what I want to do with the white car and the turbo kit, what the goals are. And then we can go ahead and show you the turbo kit, and then we'll start working on the car incrementally next week when I have some time. Now that things have kind of shaken out, I still have to finish up the GT500 and get you sound clips on that. But for now, let's unbox the turbo kit. Okay, I did a little bit of spring cleaning in the garage. Not a lot, but about 2 shelves. These are awesome handy shelves from Home Depot. I noticed really quick that I have a lot of exhaust parts sticking around. So I'm gonna definitely put up a little area where there's a bunch of exhaust parts. But I took the Fairmont out, pushed it out of the way. He's over there, really light, really super light. Pushed it out of the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in or take apart these 2 good size crates. Now this is a single turbo kit. I'm not gonna mention manufacturer's or name because number one, nobody's paying me to promote their stuff. I'm just gonna show you what it is, show you the layout, show you the quality, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you the rundown as to the goals on the car and go from there. So let's take this guy apart and see what it looks like. Okay, what's in box number 1? Honestly, I have not opened these. I just got the tools out and opened it up, and we'll see what is going on here. Okay, it's gonna be fun to do this with one hand. I wish I had some help, but for now I don't think I'll have much help. So let me start taking stuff apart and see what everything looks like. Good packaging, Jesus Christ. Obviously you'll see some couplers that kind of give away what this kit is, but again, I'm not going to mention it because, you know, I wasn't given this kit for free or anything like that and in exchange for promotion. So yeah, I'm nothing against them. I just this is the fender exit. That's right. The fender exit. You can see the O2. This is the exhaust basically for this kit. So basically this would literally go out of the driver's side, so that when you go wide open throttle, you get a mouth full of exhaust. Isn't that awesome? So obviously this kit was designed for racing purposes, but let's keep chugging. Okay, more piping. Boy, they do a really good job of packaging it, I'll tell you that much. Couplers. Hoses. Oh, that means I'm going to have to reroute some stuff and probably have to reroute the fan. Based on everything I saw online with this kit, it looks like it might come with a fan, if I'm not mistaken, because the piping extends to the front of the vehicle. Fittings, I'm sure it's for oil lines, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Jake about how all this goes together, but obviously some hoses here. Okay, we got some, what do you want to call them? Headers, but they're not headers. You know, these look familiar. These look like the Holly ones that I got. Let me take this guy apart and show you. Definitely not the Holly stuff. It's definitely nicer stuff than the Holly stuff that I have in my closet back in the office. So yeah, this is a lot nicer stuff. I'm not sure if it's CG Fab and then they just kind of did their own deal with this side of it, but I'll just keep on chugging. All I'm doing is unboxing at this point. What the heck is this? Turbo? Is it turbo? Ah, it is the turbo. Interesting. What size is this guy? That's another coupler here. There you go. Okay, this is the turbo. Oh, so yeah, I definitely need 2 hands for this guy. Okay. Jesus. I thought superchargers were heavy. Jesus. What the hell? All right. No idea what size turbo. I think it's a 75 millimeter Borg Warner. Yeah, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks to be a good sized guy. So, yeah, I wish I knew size and everything, but this is the business end. Exhaust side. So, take from that what you will. Looks like this T6, not 100%. Jake would know. Wish I had Jake here. But it looks potentially to be T6. Not 100%. I'm not a turbo guy, so I'll try to read up on what the hell this is. But yeah, this is the turbo. What's it say here? It's a model S400 Borg Warner. So Borg Warner S400. There's a part number, and then there's a serial number. Okay, we'll see what the deal is with this guy. You can point it to the star of the show. So this is, I was recording with the phone, but the little lady decided to get her brother some Chinese food and take care of a guy, and she's gonna be the camera lady. So come on in a little closer. So this is an S400 turbo. You guys would know what the hell that is. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know shit about turbos. So I'm thinking it's a 75 millimeter or something like that. The guy who sold it to me said it's a 75 millimeter upgraded billet wheel turbo, if I'm not mistaken. It looks badass, but whatever. I literally have no idea, but I'll put it back in the box to prevent it from getting all jacked up, because I want to keep tearing into what's in the kit. So far we've basically gotten most of the hot side stuff, one of the headers, all the couplers. I think that's for the oil feed and drain lines. I already got this on the other camera. So these are for the oil, I think oil feed and drain lines. Let me see. What is this for? Yeah, it just doesn't really tell you what the hell it is, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's instructions online. I think a couple of people sell this kit, but I'll figure it out there. So, all right, let me start. What is this? Ah, okay, so I was warned, or given a heads up, that this kit would have its own fan, because the factory fan is badass and it sticks out, and this has to be kind of low profile. So this is the shroud and fan assembly that has to be put into the car. We'll see about that. Some people kind of forewarned me about that. I really like the stock fans. I'm not a big fan of putting aftermarket fans on anything. So, we'll see how that goes. I like the stock fans, but if they don't fit, they don't fit. What are you gonna do? What's this? Come on here, baby. What's all this? Ah, the fan. So this is the fan. It's a Derale. Sounds French. It's a fan, high output electric fan. Again, so fan and a shroud. Okay, so let's move on to this guy. Let's get this shit out of him. I like these crates. I'm gonna keep the crates in case I gotta ship anything anywhere, because these are fucking nice. Okay, so thank you. You were gonna give it to me. That's funny. Yes, that's so funny. All right, so this looks like it's the business side of the turbo stuff. Hot side, more couplers, and intercooler. So, I'll keep the camera down. Might as well just get this. So this looks like potentially a crossover pipe from one header to another, I believe. I think. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Again, guys, I'll show you a picture of what this completed kit looks like in a car installed. This looks like a charge pipe because it's on the thinner side. And I think the MAF is in one of these guys. I got to figure out which one has the MAF housing. Here it is. So this guy has the MAF housing. And the good thing about turbo kits, especially if you guys build your own turbo kit, we like the MAF sensor to be on a straight part of the pipe. A lot of you guys that build custom turbo kits, you put it here or wherever it's easiest. But the worst part to put a MAF sensor is in a turn, because you got to look at it as if it's flowing water, okay? The water in here will have a different velocity than the water on the outside edge. So think about it that way in terms of airflow, similar. So when it's straight, it has the least likely amount of flow variation, okay? So the straighter the pipe, the cleaner the mass airflow signal, for lack of a better word. So try to put it in a straight part of the pipe, somewhere easily accessible also, in case you have to reorient it or anything like that. But whoever this company is, we know who the company is. I just don't want to mention them because, again, nothing against them. I'm just not getting paid to promote them, and I'm not going to mention anyone for free anymore. Fuck that. That shit's over. Good packaging, really good packaging. Bunch of little hoses everywhere. Wow, okay. Hardware. No idea. No idea. You want to zoom in on those parts, young lady? And I think this is like relocation stuff for brackets. Wow. So the nice thing about seeing how this kit is laid out, guys, take a good look. Get a wide shot of this. So imagine, right there. So imagine you want to start a turbo company, and you have to ship this. For every kit that's ordered, you have to ship this. You have to make sure all the parts are in it. And then once it's installed, you have to support the installation of the part. That takes employees, time, effort. It's a lot of stuff. That's why Jake did not want to build a turbo kit. He said, in order to support this operation, the turbo side of the company, I'd have to have 2 more employees, and the kit has to pay enough for those employees to be, employed. And he goes, it wasn't worth it when he did the math. So just giving you kind of like a heads up as to why some people make money on turbo kits and why other people don't. Ah, look at this is more of the business end where the turbo mounts. So the turbo mounts here. So this goes in the front somewhere, okay? Obviously crossover pipes come here, so header. So basically exhaust gases come here, excite the exhaust wheel, and magic happens. Okay, so this is obviously the business side of the exhaust side. Let's open it up, let's see what it looks like, because this is pretty interesting, honestly. Ah, good job. One single roll. Very good. Whoever did this knows how to package stuff. Oh, hell yeah, look at him go. Good artist. Maybe he worked at Subway beforehand. Look at this. Whoever packaged this, good on you. One single shot. Badass shit. Wow, this is actually really pretty. I think they did a really pretty job with this setup. So, this mounts something like this, or like this, who knows? But basically, this flange, come over here, young lady. These part made up to each other, obviously. Just kind of giving you a heads up as to how it'll kind of mount. You're like, how do I get the shot? So yeah, I don't know what this is called exactly, but again, I'm not a turbo guy. I do not pretend to be. Probably can put everything in one crate when I'm done. That's a lot of shit.
You can stuff a dead body in there. Dead body would fit in there.
Why do you go there?
I was looking at it. It's the perfect shape.
I was looking at it. I think a dead body would go there really nicely. You'd have to chop it up though.
No, you wouldn't. I fit in that.
You're 5'3".
Average.
So this is the other guy. We already showed you the other header. It's over there. So this is the other guy. And the intercooler, which is probably the most important part of the whole setup. After looking at it, it's not as complicated as I thought it would be. Like, a lot of people are afraid of turbo kits, but when you work in the millwright world and you put together a lot of piping It's not that scary. You just have to follow instructions, and there's no rush for this, so I have zero rush. So this is a bad motherfucker. This is ridiculous. Oh man. So this is an air-to-air intercooler. Now, you guys know what an air-to-air intercooler is. For those that don't, supercharger kits like a Whipple or a TVS pump fluid through here, like my GT500 pumps fluid in and out of these fins, and it has fans in the front. And the fans push air through so that when you're light to light, bumper to bumper, you can get airflow, and it keeps the blower fluid cool. This is just air. That's why it's so dense, so thick. I hope I don't have to cut off anything in the front, because I really don't want to cut anything in the front. But the fact that this is so wide compared to the Vortec intercooler, something tells me I'm gonna have to modify something in the front. Now that I've taken the nose apart about 15 times, I'm not worried about it. I know how to take it apart, but we'll see if there's some instructions that tell me how this guy all goes together. But this is a big boy air-to-air intercooler. Look how thick it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, hey. It's always with the sex. So I think that's it. I think that's the business end of the whole turbo situation here. We got the turbo, hot side, cold side. Oh, also, I gotta show you the accessory stuff, blow-off valves and all that stuff. So we'll show you that real quick. You can pause it. Okay, so obviously you didn't see a lot of wastegates, blow-off valves. You didn't see any of that. Well, that's all in here. Separate box. So if you buy this kit, theoretically this is how it's going to come in: 2 massive crates and a bunch of Turbo Smart boxes. So let's start opening. Let me see what's in here. There we go. These are the pretty parts. These are the parts that make all the whooshing and hoo-choo-choo and ha and whoo and all this other stuff. So this is a wastegate. This is a blow-off valve. So this will make all the noise. I basically installed a version of this on the white car, on the Vortec kit. But this is obviously much bigger, obviously. So blow-off valve. If I'm not mistaken, it's a blow-off valve. Let me double check what the name says here. It is a blow-off valve. I just want to. BOV blow-off valve power port TSO20271002. So blow-off valve. I'm not that stupid. I'm smart.
You are smart.
Not dumb like everyone says.
No one says that.
Thanks, Mom. You're so pretty, Alex. Okay, so that's that. And I think there's another one in there. 0552. So this would be a wastegate, not a... Yeah, this is a wastegate. So this is where you would put the spring to determine the boost the car sees. And here's the spring. So it's got 2 springs, actually 3. So I'm sure it gives you a variety. And you undo this guy, put him in there, and it gives it dome pressure, and it relieves it once the boost inside the pipe overcomes that dome pressure. You know about this stuff. So that's my understanding of wastegates based on Jake's teachings. So wastegate. There's more boxes in there, and I wonder why you would need more than one blow-off valve or more than one wastegate. So it is interesting to see. So this is a wastegate. Oh my Lord, Alex. Is Turbo Smart? I think Turbo Smart is the Australian company. There's a bunch of different manufacturers for this. So okay, that's that. So blow-off valve, wastegate. And another wastegate. So 2 wastegates. I want to know why there's 2 wastegates on a single turbo setup. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. I don't know anything about turbo, so why would there be 2 wastegates in a single turbo setup? Same thing, same exact one. So 2 wastegates, 1 blow-off valve. I know the function of the blow-off valve, but why would you need 2 wastegates? Maybe for spooling purposes, like Jake's kit was. One spring opens at a certain rate, the other one opens at another. that's what he had it set up as. So we got 2 wastegates, 1 blow-off valve. Okay. Now what do we got here? Okay, this is cool. This is a degas tank slash everything. This apparently is I think it's like a catch can, degas tank, anything. Everything. Super cool. So this is where your radiator fluid would go, right? And if I'm not mistaken, is this also a catch can? Yeah, it's chambered. So yeah, it's chambered. So this is my degas tank. And I think this is my catch can. The thing is, how would you drain the catch can? I think, look, I don't know. I might be way wrong, but to me, this looks like a catch can situation. Yeah, so these are one chamber. This is a completely different chamber. Okay. So yeah, you guys will let me know in the comments, how would this work? Yeah, this goes here, this goes here. Yeah, it's weird. It looks like it's a catch can slash degas tank, but tell me in the comments, what is this shit? Tell me how it works. I'm not a turbo guy. I don't claim to be. This would be my first, and what people want to know, why am I doing this? Well, it'd be my first turbo kit. Like, I've never messed with turbos. I've never had a turbo car or truck. So I got the opportunity to buy one. Try it out, learn with you guys. Look, I've never done a sprag either on a Turbo 400. I did that. So gasket for the, what you saw earlier that mates the turbo to the flange. More couplers, tons of clamps. Like a shitload of clamps. What's this? What is this? Is this, oh, this, I think this is for the oil cooler. Oil filter sandwich plate adapter. So the oil the turbo needs comes from the engine. So theoretically, if you have your turbo adapt, your oil filter adapter, this guy sandwiches in between where your oil filter goes and I think the block where the oil pressure happens, and you then have access to oil via these ports, so you can use them for the turbo stuff. So I wonder if there's a scavenging pump, or does it need a scavenge pump because the turbo is located close to the engine? Let me know, you guys in the comments, if the turbo is located close to the engine, it doesn't need a scavenge pump, or it doesn't need an oil pump because it's not remotely located. Maybe that's what it is. O2 extensions, obviously you're going to be relocating your O2s. You're going to be relocating them to the driver's side. It'll be a single O2, so you won't be using one of them. Hi, EPA. V-band for coupling, badass coupling. I don't know. I'll have to look up what the fuck this is. But I'm sure it has to do with some bracketry or something that holds the piping up or something. Obviously, and then more couplers, and yet another bigger, badder V-band that I think this goes for the exhaust. So there you guys have it. The degas stuff, the wastegates, the blow-off valve, the hot side, the cold side, the turbo, everything is in here. So what's the plan? The plan is to put it in the white car, tune it on pump gas. I'm gonna stay on pump gas for a long time, 8, 9 PSI, maybe 10, just to kind of, that guy's booking. No, it's a Camaro. It's just making a bunch of noise, not going fast. That's the red Camaro, let's see. So the plan is to tune it at about 8 to 10 PSI, that's it. And then get used to it, see what it'll tolerate, what the local pump gas will tolerate, see how it performs on spring. I'm not gonna go crazy with boost controllers. And then if by some reason, baby Jesus sends me a fuel system, then I can go ahead and get E85 in it, and I can turn it way the fuck up via a boost controller and party there. So, wanted to give you guys an unboxing video of the turbo kit that I'm gonna be using. Obviously you know the brand, but I'm not gonna mention the brand because I like to get paid to promote products. That's simply how I operate. So nothing against them. I hope they don't think I'm not mentioning the product on purpose. It's real simple. we know what a Vortec looks like. We know what a VMP, we know what a Whipple looks like. I don't want to give any promotion to anyone, because if anything goes wrong because of something of my doing, I don't want the company to get negative press. And if something goes extremely well based on everything me and Lund did, I don't want them to get the positive press. It's real simple. It's real simple. That's how it works. If they want to be part of the bill, hey, they can provide stuff. That's usually how promotion works. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everyone for watching this little unboxing video. This will be the next project. The white car will be the next car I'm gonna be working on, because fabrication takes a long time in the Fairmont, and I want to keep it in one piece so I can actually drive it in and out of this garage, because this garage will have the white car, it might have the GT500, it might have the truck in it one day, and I want to keep that one mobile because that's a long-term project. It doesn't even have a motor in it, so I'm not really stressing it right now. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Look out for some more videos and the live streams on Tuesday and Sundays, respectively, and I think Talking Shit Tuesday, Thursday, 5 p.m., YDBT Daily, and Sunday Peasant Chat. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you later. Bye.